I'm a 37-year-old man. Having separated from my wife 3 months ago, I've had to move back in with my parents whilst waiting for my wife to buy me out of our house. We have 2 children aged 5 and 2 and I miss them more than anything. I'm doing my best to connect with old friends and make new ones, but there are nights like tonight where, for whatever reason, I have no plans. The silence, the stillness, is hard. It leaves me alone with my thoughts, reminds me of how much I miss my daughters. I find myself wanting human connection of any kind right now. I hate being alone. I feel this so acutely. I'm starting month 3 of my kids being 50-50. It's worse now for me than when it first started. At the beginning I knew I had to stay busy, so I made a ton of plans and started new hobbies. But you can't play tennis at 9 p.m. on a Saturday. And your friends have their own lives. I thought I was on the upswing, but I think it's starting to hit me that this is the rest of my life now. 50% time with my kids and no partner to share your life and laughter with. I've tanked really hard in the last week. 35-year-old male here, except I don't have an option to go to my parents, so I had to suck it up and get my own condo with the very little money that I have left. Hey, 36-year-old male here. At my parents also. In suburban Michigan after being locked out of our apartment in NYC. Being alone really sucks. I follow my mom around and it's pathetic. I have like $25,000 to my name and it's going to either evaporate in divorce, or my spouse said I can come back and be her roommate and do all the housework and cooking and paying. She doesn't work, rich parents, so I get to work 9 to 6 and do all that, for a roommate. My situation is mine and yours is yours. But I hope you can find some peace knowing there are a lot of us out here trying to stay alive. This is absolute misery. I literally just wrote a post very similar to yours and this was the first one I see when I refresh my page. Loneliness hits so hard and out of nowhere. I have no advice. But please know that you aren't alone. Reach out if you want. I think a lot of us with kids feel this way when we are apart from them. I'm 4 months in and still have to work super hard to be okay on the nights they're gone. That work sometimes is a hobby, sometimes cleaning, organizing, sometimes is just feeling my feelings knowing they'll pass. Good luck to you. I'm on month 2. It's not getting easier. I feel worse. I'm seeing a therapist this week. Hopefully this helps. I have been divorced for a few months and I remember the first night alone. In the bed alone after sharing a bed with my ex-wife for 10 years. This was about 2 years ago. You get used to it, but it still sucks. I reached out to any friends I could and we would have 1 or 2 hour calls. I felt like I was whining, but it helped me talking to others. I remember casually dating someone and she was going through a fresh separation as well. It helped knowing I was not the only one. It has been an ongoing struggle for me. Some days are easier. I have been reading a lot. I would recommend No More Mr. Nice Guy. Jim has helped. I also read another comment about listing the things you can do now that you are not with your wife. That has helped me. I am not divorced yet, but know the inevitable is going to happen soon. I refused to stay at my dad's house anymore because I knew that my time with the kids was gonna be cut short. That is the last thing that I want. Hang in there. If you want to chat, PM me. I'm 61 now, at the 3-month mark too. I thought the first few weeks were the hardest and I was on the mend. But I've regressed. The loneliness is so sharp that it distorts reality. Hobbies and activity do help, but you eventually run out of things to do. One can only walk up and down the beach so many times a day to keep the demons at bay. Sometimes I just want to approach a total stranger and hug them for a while. Like, comment, subscribe.